Well, hello, Forum Club. I'm Kat Corbett. Thanks for joining us. Wow, look at all the ladies. I wonder why you guys showed up. That's really weird.
It makes complete
Please
sense.
welcome James Bay to the private party.
Hello.
What a performance. And you threw out Proud Mary.
Yeah, sometimes, you got to throw out Proud Mary.
We were talking about this, and it's about like generational. Like, was something like Proud Mary something you heard from your parents?
Yeah, it's in that sense, very generational thing, and the Creedence version and then the Ike and Tina version. I know them both quite well, so I just really fancied playing a guitar solo and doing all that stuff. So
I thought I was waiting for the Tina dance.
I know.
When she
So
goes back,
it's just with the guitar on, it's a little difficult to.
Damn
sort of
it,
do all.
James! You're such a disappointment.
I know.
3 Grammys on your debut album. That's I know you're from the UK, but Grammys, you know the
They're
massive
like a
impact.
very, very big deal. Don't worry, it's not. The UK does not affect how massive of a deal
3.
they are. Yeah.
Where were you when you got the call?
I was in a car on the way to rehearse with a orchestra of horns, like for a TV show in the UK. I was on the way to basically rehearse with what was called a rhythm and blues orchestra to do this fancy version of Hold Back the River for a TV show at home. And I'd just that morning been at Abbey Road Studios rehearsing with a concert orchestra. There's a lot of orchestras going on back home because it's Christmas, I guess.
I know, but I imagine Hold Back the River with an orchestra is magical.
That's what we were doing. And we'd been at Abbey Road Studios in the morning, and then we just left there. We were on the way out to the next place, and I was actually I was scrolling through Twitter, and there was like a blog that had posted about the nominations, and I wasn't sure if I was to believe it, but I kind of went grey in the face for a moment, in slight disbelief that it was even reality, and then it turned out it was, and I only found out about the one nomination about Best New Artist. And then the label called and said, "Oh yeah, what, and you excited about the other 2 as well?" I was like, "I didn't know there was another 2." And then my head exploded. Yeah, it was great.
Have you won an award for anything else in your life, like Best Dart Player?
I was the 400-meter district champion when I was about 15.
Are you serious?
A running thing. Yeah, for 6 months.
What was your best time?
I can't even remember. I have no idea. And all these guys, I still had long hair and everything, and I was like skinny kid in a vest and like Converse All-Stars on a running track with all these guys who had the spikes on and all that. And they were like, "What's your PB? What's your PB?" I was like, "What does PB mean?" I was like, "What's your personal best?" I didn't even know. I didn't know what any of that stuff meant.
You were a total punk rock runner.
But I was running fast.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it.
Do you still run?
No. If I did anything like that kind of running, I'd stop breathing if I still did that. But
I commend you when you came out on stage and you're still wearing your Gremlins t-shirt, which is so Christmassy. If we know our Christmas movies.
You got to do it. I'm still looking for a Home Alone t-shirt. I haven't found it yet, but that's what I'm after.
Are you into the reboot of Gremlins if it happens?
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Okay.
I was less into the idea. I just don't think you should touch Ghostbusters. I think that because they're rebooting Ghostbusters. Do you know about that? I don't think you should touch it. But
what about Point Break?
Yeah, I'll check that out. But then I found out with the Ghostbusters thing that it's all like Christian Wiig and all these wonderful actors, and from it's still the Saturday night, because Dan Aykroyd is Bill Murray Saturday Night Live actors, and they've kept that sort of thing going. And I love that it's like this all-female crowd. I think that's killer. But initially I was like, you can't mess with Ghostbusters. It's like one of the greatest movies of all time.
Well, maybe you know what? Maybe the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man will come back and it'll be awesome.
Which is fine. But there's such a charm with the Gremlins as well. There's such a charm to the old, not CGI puppetry and all that stuff. And they're going to mess with that with all of the new technology.
I know. That's what scares me too. A question about the Gremlins though: would you feed them after midnight or not? If you had one.
You got to do it. Why not? Look at the fun that entails. Come on, you got to do it.
Lots of hijinks.
Get them covered in water and all that stuff. Great.
What a great performance! And I just realized you told me that you have been zigzagging back and forth from London to the U.S. this week.
Yeah, that's been a bit mad. I'm going to go back to the middle or sort of the end of September. We started out on a sold-out UK tour. It was great. We finished it in the middle of October. And then we had a few days of busyness, and then we came out to America and did a few more days of sort of craziness in New York. And then we started off on a month's tour in America, which was sold out, which was amazing. And that finished last Sunday. And then we went back to the UK for the busiest week of promo TV stuff ever. Of the year, literally.
You must have the most amazing miles on your airplane plan.
Yeah, I've got lots of nice stamps in my
right?
in my
You
passport.
could fly somewhere else like for free because you have all these
right
miles.
now. It's strong. Got some good miles.
Right.
Racking them up.
See, I'm telling you, touring's the best travel agent in the world.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for playing.
No
I know
worries.
it was like crazy on this
That was
travel,
wonderful.
but that was a beautiful set.
Thank you. It's an absolute honor to be in the forum. Like, it's
Oh
a
my
real
God, this
joy.
place is
And with
historic.
KROQ as well. Thank you so much.
No, this is pretty awesome, and best of luck. And maybe we'll see you with a Grammy next to your running trophy on the mantle.
It'd be a tough thing to push that running trophy off the. That's
bet.
the important one.
All right. Well, James Bay, everybody, thank you.
Thank you.
KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.